Hey guys, it is John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, coming at you on the last day of June. Incidentally, today is National Bomb Pop Day. I'll talk a little more about that in a little bit. But if you're joining me for the first time, welcome to IFYL, Inspirations for Your Life. There is a QR code at the top right hand corner of that screen. Use your phone and scan that QR code and allow it to lead you to some great content, video, and John's new dailies with telling you about the day's special importance nationally, because every day has a meaning and what it was known for. We'll talk about that. And every single week, we have a master topic that starts on basically on Saturday and ends on Friday, 7 days. And each day we get a little more granular. If you're coming back, welcome back, my friends, colleagues, and associates. It's wonderful to have you here on IFYL. And hopefully, some of the new people will become loyal, just like all of you guys. So, before I get into what the topic is, National Bomb Pop Day started in basically 1905 when a little boy left soda out and it froze, became a popsicle. Then one of the relatives or family members started a company, and it's kind of history after that. Later on, the company did go out of business because they had a little bit of a debacle with Popsicle, because they were making a similar product of Red Bomb, a little bit different. And there was a rivalry going out there. So Disney came on the scene in basically 2005 for Toy Story and funded the Wesley Enterprises to start making the Bomb Pop again. It's a real small, sweet little pop. They're not as big as they were many years ago. They're only about that big, but you get 12 in a box for under $5. It's like 4.69, and it's only 60 calories. So great little thing there. And today is National Bomb Pop Day, and every last Thursday of June is always National Bomb Pop Day, which when people go get bomb pops and get them for 4th of July. I had mine today, and it was really tasty. So our topic for tonight is great questions to start conversations. Okay, that's what we're about tonight. Great questions to start conversations. And if you're wondering, what that's about, well, it's really simple. It's really about the fact that people need to have conversations, right? They need to know what's going on. However, what I find is that it doesn't always work for everyone. And it's because they're a little bit impatient. I think that's really what happens. And not that it's a bad thing, but it is something that kind of bothers people, and they feel like, they're being taken advantage of and things like that. So definitely something I hope that you will want to learn more about. But when you learn about this, the great thing about it is that you're able to build a bridge with people. You're able to build a bridge with people. And it's kind of a magical thing in one sense, because you're building this bridge, and I have to tell you, it's pretty cool. You have this natural rapport with people, which I think is like amazing. Some people, though, believe it's all about themselves. And so when it's all about themselves, well, that can be a slight little problem. Okay. It can be a slight problem. And so you might be saying to me, John, how do you get around this? I mean, how does it work? Well, it's really just being genuinely interested in other people. I mean, that's how it works. So when you could become genuinely interested in other people, that's when the magic happens. Yeah, that's when the magic happens. A lot of people, though, get wrapped up into things for themselves. And so when you just have that genuine quality, people, they attract you like a magnet. So what's a good question you should ask? Well, let's think of these questions like an envelope, right? You can either open part of the envelope, or you can open the entire envelope. See, when you're in a social environment or you're in a business environment, if you ask the wrong question, you're simply going to get no answer. If you ask a question, you will get an answer. but it might not be enough to help you build rapport or to take you to that next stage with that person. Now, I know a lot of salespeople and they say, well, John, this is what we want to do. They want to connive, they want to be unfair, but that's not how sales works. It works by understanding, by anticipating, by being a support system for your client, right? By attracting them, right? By engaging them and then delighting them on a repetitive basis. I mean, that's how it works. Pretty cool, right? But it starts with good questions. Starts with good questions. So there are 4 stages of inbound: attract, convert, close, and delight. Okay. Um, there is the simpler version, which is the attract, engage, and delight. A little bit different. But what do we mean by being open? Well, when we attract someone, we draw the right people in with valuable content and conversations that are going to establish you as a trusted person, as an advisor, that people just crave to engage with. When you engage the person, you give them insights and solutions that align them with their pain points and goals. So they're going to want to talk with you, and more talk's going to lead to making them feel better and thus wanting to do business with you. Delight, provide help with them, not just today, but after the sale. And I find that people that are around after the sale are there. Now, how does this work in personal life? Because you're not selling anything. Well, you are and you aren't. You know, it doesn't cost anything, but you're selling yourself. You're selling your personality. And so if people don't like you, if people don't want to engage with you, if people are not attracted to you, you're not going to be very influential. You might have heard the saying, help another people get what they want, and you'll eventually get what you want. Have you heard that saying before? I'm sure you have. But how does it work? It works in a very unique way. And that way is to be on top with your customer. Okay? But a lot of people feel that if you are on top, you're like the boss. So you need to be on top in a diplomatic way. A diplomatic way. How does that work? Well, you want to take like the Columbo approach. You want to help people, you want to engage them, you want to be non threatening to them. Okay? That's how it works. And when you engage somebody, you're able to learn what problems they're currently having, right? You're going to learn what's going on in their head. And when you take an approach that wants to be a listener, people will see you as an expert. I think that is like, that's the cat's meow, right? That's really quite fascinating. That's right. I said quite fascinating. Because when you wow somebody, they want to reach out to you. They want to help you. They want to be with you. All because of the way you currently are. The way you currently are. So if you're very interested in people, okay, but for whatever reason, they may not be they may not be engaged in what you're thinking about. That's why it's important to be on page with them. If you can't be on page with somebody, well, that's going to cause some issues. So you need to become in harmony with the person. I'm not saying you have to agree with everything they say, but you need to you need to understand that it is about that whole concept. And when that happens, you're going to find that life is different for you. The things just kind of open up. They just open up for you in a very unique but very interesting way. And when you take that, like I said, Columbo approach, people just want to be around you. They want to be around you because they see you as a trusted advisor. They see you as a trusted advisor. And there's a lot of people, let's not shake a stick here, that are not trusted. It's not because they're bad people. It's strictly because the agenda they have is all theirs. So when you want to do something in this world, you want to make sure that what you're doing is going to make sense. Let me know if that resonates with you. If it does, great. But if it doesn't resonate with you, then I would say that we need to understand why it's not resonating with you. And I know everyone always wants answers immediately. Like they always want to know things immediately. However, that's not always going to do it for people. It's not always going to do it for people. When somebody comes on too strong, it's like you don't want to hear from them anymore. You don't want to talk to them anymore. Not because they're a bad person, but because of their approach. Because of their approach. So if we think about an approach for a moment, tell me what makes sense for you. Just tell me that. Think about that for a minute. Now, that might seem, again, a little crazy. I think people want answers. However, they're not able to figure out what kind of answers they want. And the reason for that is because sometimes people get frustrated and they don't know what path to take. So they can become rude, they become obnoxious, not because they want to be, but because they're frustrated. Now, that doesn't make it right that they're doing that. Of course not. It does not make it right at all. Why do people do it? They're frustrated, they're upset, they're tired. So if I said to you that you need to work with a team, and this team is so fed up with everybody, maybe they're fed up with you, what question would you ask that person? You're only going to get 2 or 3 questions to ask this person because they might shut you down. Hey, Steve, I understand that you're upset. And I want to know what behaviors of mine is making you feel disrespected or making you feel that I'm not a team player. And sit back and shut up. And if you do that, the person's going to open up to you because they're going to believe that you're truly interested in wanting to know the truth. But if you start yapping, well, then you can just forget about it because you're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. Just pause on that for a moment. And I think open questions are going to be the new, I don't call it buzzword, but they're going to be the new way of creating a positive bridge and connection between you and another person or you and lots of other people. You see, when we have a commonality, we're already attracted. Now, if there's a great question answered or asked, our ears perk up a little bit. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you this evening. Please be sure to like, support, love my channels. Please tag all your friends, colleagues, and associates. Comment below. What conversations are you having problems starting? Let me know. Then share this out with everyone you know on social media. And then be sure to click on the link below my channel, John space C space MORLEY space serial entrepreneur, and look for the key phrase help keep our content free. Below that, make the choice to buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a slice of watermelon, or a lemonade. We'll be so grateful for those pennies and dollars. We'll invest them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, and even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping motivational content ever, keeping you wanting even more to allow you to keep growing and expanding your universe and the success you already have. Have yourself a great night. I'll be back tomorrow for episode 7 to wrap up this whole master week. I will see you guys then. I thank you so much for watching. I invite you to check out all the great content I have at believemeachieve.com, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.